what happens if you delete the system folder in macOS 9? And we're gonna find that out today using Infinite Mac, which is just a emulator that emulates legacy versions of macOS from macOS 1.0 to macOS Tiger. That's kind of impressive because Mac because because macOS can now only be run on macOS Apple hardware. So you're gonna find out today. Yeah, it's kind of taking a long time to boot up, which I don't like. Speed it up. I'm back. Okay, so yeah, cannot be found. Stop. Yeah, and why you might be wondering, how am I gonna do it? Look, so I'm gonna drag the whole drive to the trash bin. Of course it's not gonna work, because it's the whole drive. You cannot just throw the drive to a trash. And what you also can do is system folder. You can also not do that. Same error. So, but this is the trick. You can actually do it. So, you enter the system folder, and of course contains a lot of things because of course it's a system folder. And you can just select everything in the folder, so that it can. You can just select everything. And this, you may be thinking, it won't work. It will. And boom! So now, if I close this window, and now it's just a folder, because first it had the Mac Finder logo. So now, what we now can do is delete. Now can we delete the whole system? Now, how the flipping system is still functioning? Fine now. If we now restart, give us this error. The startup disk no longer has a valid system folder. System and Finder must be in the system folder. If you continue, you may not be able to restart the computer. Do you want to continue? Since this is a virtual machine, and if we refresh the web page, it will also reset. So, okay. So now it's blinking with a floppy disk in the center of the screen. And that means, if you don't know what that means, is basically there is no startup disk. So this also happens with emulators like Basilisk and Mini VMac. But this is what happens if you delete the whole system in macOS 9. It will also show the exact same thing, and the same method will work in not every, but on every version of macOS in Infinite Mac. It will have the same. You can use the same method, and it will show the same thing. So, thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice day. Make sure to like and subscribe.